Hello guys, welcome back to Instant Gist Niger. So guys, Frederick Leonard has finally come out to clear the air about everything that has been happening online. You guys know that it's been rumored lately that Frederick Leonard has moved on with another woman, and that the so-called woman, the name is Ekene, was the reason he asked Peggy for a divorce. Yes, Frederick Leonard was the one that asked Peggy for a divorce. So ever since this thing has been happening online, he hasn't come out to, say anything. He hasn't come out to defend himself. He has just been mute for the longest time now. Not until he has come out to, tell us a lot. He actually made mention of a lot of things that happened. Guys, my own opinion on this matter is, before we delve into what Frederick Leonard said, my own opinion on this issue, on this matter is, it is not everybody, that is destined to be in a committed relationship. It is not everybody that is destined to be married. So I feel like Frederick Leonard is one of those people that are not destined to be married, or that doesn't want commitment. It's not even about being destined or not. It's about what you want. I feel like he doesn't want commitment, and these women are always, wanting him to commit to them, to, get married to them and the rest of them. That is one of the things that made him to, break up with Peggy Ovire. People literally pushed him, and Peggy Ovire too pushed him into getting married to him, even when he didn't want to. Internet was telling him that you're over 40, why don't you want to get married, don't you want to have family? And he was forced to, get married to Peggy Ovire. So Frederick Leonard has come out to, clear the air and tell us that he is no longer in a relationship with the Ekene lady. You guys know when it was rumored that he was in a relationship with this said Ekene, that made people to even think that the Ekene was Ekene Umenwa. So he wrote something on his Instagram story saying that he would have waited for the Ekene. Apparently, Frederick Leonard and this Ekene has been, together for the longest time, and I don't know what happened. So they, went their separate ways and came back after he got married to Peggy. So apparently, Frederick Leonard and this said Ekene lady were also in a relationship when he was still married to, to Peggy Ovire. And this Ekene lady is one of the reasons Frederick Leonard asked Peggy for a divorce. For those of you that doesn't know, Frederick Leonard was one of the people that, that was the one that asked Peggy Ovire for a divorce. So this, happened, and recently, Frederick Leonard's sister came out. A voice record surfaced online where Frederick Leonard's sister was, saying how disappointed she is with Frederick Leonard. Apparently, Frederick Leonard has been calling and testing her, and she has refused to, oblige. She has refused to take Frederick Leonard's call. She even blocked Frederick Leonard on Instagram. For those of you that doesn't know, Frederick Leonard ex-wife Peggy Ovire and the sister were best of friends. Even when they were having issues, the sister was trying to talk to Peggy Ovire, telling her to calm down, that Frederick Leonard is complaining about a whole lot of things, that she's not submissive, she's this and she's that. So that made the sister to, tell Peggy Ovire to calm down, so that that all these things that they're complaining about is not enough to end their marriage, which was the same thing that the lady was trying to tell Frederick Leonard when Frederick Leonard asked, Peggy for a divorce. And that was, why she blocked Frederick Leonard everywhere. And Frederick Leonard had to, reach out to his uncle, which happens to be very close to his sister. So the uncle reached out to the sister. So the sister was telling the uncle that she doesn't want to have anything to do with Frederick Leonard and the bad decisions that he makes in life. That she told Frederick Leonard not to divorce Peggy Ovire. That whatever issue that they had was not, an enough reason for them to get a divorce. But Frederick Leonard did not pay attention to her, and he went ahead to divorce Peggy Ovire because of the so-called Ekene girl. That the Ekene girl is not even as young as, Peggy Ovire. That the Ekene girl is old. That the Ekene girl was the one that pressured Frederick Leonard to, divorce Peggy Ovire. And now, after the divorce, Frederick went ahead to be with the Ekene girl. And what we are hearing now is that the Ekene girl also wanted Frederick Leonard to, make an honest woman of her, these things now. She wanted Frederick Leonard to get married to her like immediately, and Frederick Leonard was not ready for that kind of commitment. So now Frederick Leonard, being that he knows that people already know that he was in a relationship with this so-called said lady called Ekene. So he has come out to tell us that he is no longer in a relationship with her, that the relationship is, that he's done, that he wants to focus more on his life, his career, his movie production, anything that concerns him aside, being with any woman. That for now, he's on break with relationships and the likes of them. Guys, I said this the last time I made a video that Frederick Leonard never wanted to get married. He has never been a marriage kind of person, because after he even divorced Peggy Ovire, he was trying to, get back with Peggy Ovire. He was telling Peggy Ovire that they can just date and not, get married. This is to tell you that he doesn't want this marriage thing, so that he can cheat in peace and be with as many women as he likes. Anyway, guys, leave your opinions on the comment section. What do you think about this? Do you think he knows what he's doing, or do you think he has also made another big mistake? This is Instant Gist Niger. If this is your first time of joining us, please do want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on your post notification, like, share, leave your opinions on the comments.